passengers, and welcome to the Midnight Train, where we, of course, bring the dark to light, and where listener discretion is always advised. Yes, we make fun of and joke about creepy things while bringing you as much information on each topic as possible. And, we're kind of a comedy podcast, or so we like to think, but we can talk about some pretty dark topics. And, a lot of people, you may not like that, and it's fine. But those of you that do, you're our kind of people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So do me a favor. Hop on in this train, you sexy son of a bitch. Sit down, get yourself a drink, and let's get moving. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do the whole episode like that. Can I do that?
Do it.
Do you think I should?
100%.
Just sit there the whole time. Like, yeah, and our Patreon bonus this week.
I like it.
That'd be amazing. I might do that one of these days. I do want to do a complete episode just like the monotoned, typical true crime podcast.
I don't think I could talk like this.
I do. It's going to be a lot of editing, but I think it'd be really fun to do.
It will be a lot of
I really want to do that. Anyway, I'm Jonathan Sayer. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. And with me, of course, is Logan Sayer.
Yay.
So, yes, we are here. We're getting excited and pumped up about Halloween. We're working on some stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm a little disappointed, dude. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I am.
What did I do wrong?
Well, I asked for ghost stories, personal ghost stories, because I have an idea that I want to do for the Halloweeny.
The Halloweeny.
And we've gotten a few. We've got a few of them, but not enough. I know you guys have.
We need more.
I know you have them. Because listen, it's going to be cool. Our Halloween episode is going to be super special and super freaking awesome. And so we want you to send us your ghost stories. And even if it's not your personal ghost story, maybe you know somebody that some ish happened to.
Maybe you had a haunted turd.
Right. Oof.
I mean.
The ghost wipe.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah.
You go to wipe and it's just not there. Ghost poopers. Anyway, no, seriously, get us your ghost stories or someone you know's ghost stories or whatever, because we're putting something together pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. For Halloween, I know we're a little bit out and everyone's like, dude, it's still August. I get it.
It's closer to Halloween than Christmas, so.
Ugh, Christmas. I mean, I like Christmas.
That's good, because my birthday's 3 days before. That's the only reason why you like it.
I know. That's exactly why I enjoy Christmas. So listen, if you're not a Patreon pooper, you need to get on over there, because Patreon stuff, let's just say this. The Patreon poopers are amazing Patreon supporters. They're going to get a little bit of an additional bonus thing going for the Halloween thing. Just saying. Those amazing people that give us their hard-earned money every month, they're going to get something cool. And not only that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed last week's F That Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, oh boy.
Oh, it was a big one.
Oh, boy.
It was a lot of fun.
Turd. It was the,
A turd burglar?
the what was it? The date, no.
The date not killer.
Date, not, no.
Date game.
The dating game killer.
Yeah, that guy.
There it is. Holy shit. Yeah, we talked about that guy, and what a freaking turd. Anyway, so of course, for F That Guy, if you guys don't know, and because you're not a Patreon supporter or whatever, I basically go in and completely tear apart people that suck. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we do over there. So get on over there and sign up. You can do that at the midnighttrainpodcast.com.
Yeah.
.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Serenade me.
I'm in a mood. I always get so happy
Doing this? Oh,
to record.
Yeah.
Like I can have the most miserable day, and you people out there, you invigorate me.
You are the peanut butter to his jelly.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
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 Oh.
Anyway, I do. I get so happy. So anyway, let's just save the rest of the business stuff. I know we talked a little bit more than normal about the business stuff, but listen, it's Halloween.
Excited.
It's Halloween time.
Halloween.
Well, it's not Halloween time. We're getting into it. We're in that mode.
I don't know, man. 364 days out of the year, it's Halloween time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So let's just get into this.
Okay.
Let's turn down the lights. Adjust our seats.
Okay.
Grab a drink.
I already got a few.
And let's get spooky. But first, here's a toast to all you beautiful motherfuckers. If you're new here, this is where you should have a drink in your hand, and it could be anything. It could be non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
It could be whatever you want. If you're an adult, you should be drinking with us.
I agreed.
Because, again, if you're new, we tend to throw all kinds of stupid little anecdotes from movies and quotes and stuff. And every time we do that, you should be drinking with us. Because I'm drinking right now.
Yeah.
Logan's drinking right now. But if you're under the consumption age, then please don't do that. Okay? Unless you're in a different country. But no, just your consumption age. Whatever. Some countries may be like, hey, you're 10, here's a beer. I don't know.
Can I live there?
I know.
Wish I was there.
That's where I'm going to. That's my next trip. I don't know. I'm way too old. It's so spooky. So guess what we're talking about today? You probably know because you saw the title of the episode.
Wait, put the titles on there? It's not just
I should
untitled?
stop doing that.
Just do like the old school like LimeWire days where everything was just an untitled track.
Just a bunch of numbers. Yeah. Do it in like zeros and ones and see if anyone gets it.
I like it.
That'd be pretty funny.
Pretty dope.
No, we're talking about the Grim Reaper. Ooh. You know, Mr. Death himself.
Ooh.
The Black Death. Ah. Mr. Black. He's got so many names. Anyway, so of course nothing in life is guaranteed. Except for death and taxes, as the old adage says, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
We boldly circle, April 15th in our, in red in our calendar so that, it stands out like a swollen thumb. Of course, because you don't want the IRS, who's now hiring like 75,000 people to work for them.
Yeah.
That just means they have too much money.
A little bit.
But of course, you don't want them coming after you. And by the way, which they have taken in over $3 trillion in taxes from over 250 million taxpayers and felt that, we aren't paying enough. And again, hired 87,000 more agents and gave them powers much like a government police force, including lethal force. Yes, they're allowed to carry guns. In fact, it says you're carrying guns and that your life may be at risk.
Yes.
What are they doing?
Making sure, they get every dollar.
This is a crime syndicate now? Like, gee, well,
I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
It is the government.
Yeah. But listen, we don't need to be, on top of that little soapbox there because you guys know how it is. You pay taxes, and if you don't, man, good for you. I mean, no, of course, pay your taxes, right? Because that's how they got Capone, buddy.
On tax evasion.
Okay, so what about death, though? We talked about taxes there for a split second, right?
Yeah.
The other certainty of being human is, for most of us, not quite as certain. Biologists define death as the complete cessation?
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Yeah, very good.
Cessation of all life processes which eventually take place in all living organisms. Basically, everything that's living dies.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, there's some things that last a very, very long time.
Very long.
Like Galapagos turtles,
Yeah,
tortoises.
The tortoises.
There's certain jellyfish.
Crabs even.
Crabs?
Yeah.
Not the ones in my pants, buddy. You know what I mean. Ugh, just kidding. I don't have crabs, I promise. Anyway, sadly, that description, and sorry for making you bummed out in the beginning of this already, it doesn't provide a clear picture. It doesn't describe what death feels like. How will you feel then? How will it look? What are our plans? Where are we headed when we die?
Oh.
Yeah.
Talking about goosey pebbles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what do we do? Where do we go?
We go home. Phone home.
E.T.
Bring beer. If E.T. didn't have beer, maybe that's why he came here.
Probably. Looking for...
You've seen E.T. before. Shut up.
No, I've never seen E.T.
Really?
Yeah. I tried watching it. It felt like it was a slow burn when I watched it when I was 10 years old, so I just never bothered to go back and watch it.
So I went to the theater and saw that when it first came out.
Oh, shit.
Again, I'm old.
Yeah.
But I went to the theater and spoiler alert for any of you that haven't seen this yet, by the way, it's only 40 years old. But when they come and get him and he's turning all white and shit.
Yeah.
And they, the
all
scientists and the government comes and get him. Freaked me out.
Really?
Freaked.
Like white coat syndrome kind of freak you out? Or
it was like he was dying.
Oh.
And it was just, they were all coming in and he's all like, whoa, making this weird noise. I'm just like, what the fuck is... Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, and this was just yesterday. You know what I mean? It wasn't even when I was seriously, when I was a kid. So the embodiment of death in a black robe and a scythe in hand, the Grim Reaper enters. Ooh, where's that at? There it is. Gotta have that.
Like it.
We all know of this deity and so-called, his motivations here. It approaches everyone while watching for the last sand particle to fall, holding an hourglass in its hand. He's looking at you, staring at you with those soulless sockets, right?
I figured he'd have a lot of life in his eyes.
Do you think he enjoys what he does?
I mean, why would he be doing it for so long?
Well, maybe.
Maybe he's the real serial killer.
Maybe he's stuck in a loop.
Oh, shit.
Maybe he has to do this.
Maybe he's Red Skull.
Oh, but he's white skulled, from what we know.
From what we know.
That's true. We'll talk about it.
Ooh.
So when that happens, it cuts the soul free with a razor-sharp slice that it has perfected over time with that big, beautiful scythe of his. Although it may not be a pretty picture, it is distinct and obvious. We all know when you see a picture of the Grim Reaper, or someone mentions the name, we all know what it means.
Yeah.
And that's across the world. You know what I mean? We know he is the embodiment of death.
No more taxes.
Right. Yay!
Yay.
Shing! So putting a human face on the idea of death is ultimately the Grim Reaper's job, quote, unquote.
Ooh.
But why did people feel the need to give the Grim Reaper such a gloomy appearance? Why not turn him into a welcoming and useful tour guide for the underworld? Like maybe have a big red nose coming in like, hey, come on, guys. How you doing back there? Hey, guess where we're going? To hell.
It is. Oh, God, that kind of gave me a little.
A lot of people are afraid of clowns, man.
I'm not afraid of clowns, but it totally gave me like that Killer Clowns from Space or whatever vibe.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly what
good.
that came in.
So
Yeah.
good.
You know they're making a new game that's rebooting that old movie?
The Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yeah.
Really?
They're making it into a video game.
That's pretty awesome.
It's actually, I saw the trailer for it. It's pretty
Yeah?
badass. Very realistic, and I don't like how creepy the clowns look.
Oh.
They're like...
I used to be afraid of clowns when I was a kid, and then I realized I'm stupid. Because they're clowns. Stop it.
Yeah, my sister is definitely... Or Haley's definitely afraid
There's a lot of
them.
people that are really like deathly afraid of clowns. Like
crazy.
I'm not a big fan of it just because you've got guys like Gacy and things like that
And
used to dress up.
Murder Clowns of, 2016 or 2018?
Yeah,
whatever.
which weren't even really murdering anyone. Like there's been a few instances. Maybe we'll do Killer Clowns one of these days.
Ooh, from outer space?
No. Well, yes. Maybe. So why must he also be a man for that matter? Why is it not a woman?
Oh.
Why is the Grim Reaper? Well, how do we know that it's not, to be honest with you?
How do we know it identifies as either?
Correct.
I mean, we really don't.
It identifies as fucking death.
Yes.
Yeah. What gender are you before you kill me, sir? I'm death. No, but seriously, do you identify as a man, a female, non-binary? What do you do? I'm fucking death. So you're not a man. Shing! So we'll examine the Grim Reaper's history, the symbolism attached to his appearance, and how he's portrayed in other cultures. We'll also look at how the Reaper has been depicted in literature, film, and art. When we're done, you'll understand the identity of the Grim Reaper, his methods, and most importantly here, the reason for his existence, should you see him prowling around your deathbed. Yeah, scary. So as Lewis Carroll once said, it's best to begin at the beginning. Seems kind of redundant.
A little bit.
Lewis Carroll, is that the person that wrote the... Everyone out there's yelling at me right now. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Fuck your face, I'll get it in a minute. Hold your fucking horses. No, that's not right. Nope, it's not Alice in Wonderland. That's not Lewis Carroll, is it?
Yeah, that is.
Is it?
Yeah, and
Hey!
through the looking glass, yeah.
Skadoosh, bitches!
Oh, he knows how to read a book.
Didn't say I read it, I just...
Oh, well, I'll take back my comment.
So, and for the Grim Reaper, the beginning can be found in the creation, myths, present in all cultures. In other words, cultures everywhere have some ideology of what the Grim Reaper is.
And aliens.
And what?
What?
What do you mean?
Every culture has some sort of depiction of an alien. Every culture.
Is the Grim Reaper an alien?
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fucking awesome.
It's just Roger from American Dad just walking around with a little scythe. Hey, I'm here to kill you.
So death itself must exist before the Grim Reaper, a personification of death, can exist. Makes total sense. Mm-hmm. Humans were initially formed as immortal creatures who descended from their level of perfection in almost all civilizations and religions. Yeah, it's like, and I'm sure we'll talk about this, but you talk about certain mythology in certain cultures or whatever. That's why there's so many different immortals and the gods and this, and then somebody fucked up, and now it's like, guess what? Now you're gonna die because this person slept with another person, and they didn't like that. Did you know Zeus was a creep?
Yeah, every god in Greek mythology.
But like Zeus would like turn into like an eagle or something and fly into women's rooms and like
every Greek mythology god did that, except Hades. Hades was the only respectable one.
What a turd.
Yeah.
Anyway, so of course we were immortal, and then someone fucked it up. So the Bible's most famous example is the story of Adam and Eve's fall. The book of Genesis claims that God made Adam and Eve to care for the world he had made and to help populate it, which is really weird. The Garden of Eden was a paradise where the first man and woman resided, as most of us probably know or have heard. Adam was instructed by God to tend to the garden and gather fruit from all the trees, with the exception of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Is that what the tree is called?
Yeah.
It's called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
No, like the tree of wisdom or something like that, but I didn't want to put that actual name in there.
It should be called the tree of don't fucking touch it! Unfortunately, Eve was duped into eating the fruit by Satan, who was speaking via a serpent.
Ooh.
Which is why everyone looks at snakes like they're evil now. Ooh. She then gave Adam the fruit, who consumed it as well, despite being aware that it was wrong. Adam and Eve died physically and spiritually as a result of defying God. God said, I said one thing. One thing. I gave you life. Like, I took his motherfucking rib for you. And I asked you, just don't that one. See all the trees around you? Why? Why that one tree?
Because it's paradise. There shouldn't be any rules in paradise.
Bitch, I told you. Okay? Like, listen. Hold on, let me walk away for a second. No, you gotta die. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
That's an end scene.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pretty good,
Thank
pretty
you.
good. Ah,
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you. Thank you. End scene. That was God smiting Adam and Eve.
Who knew he could sound so angry?
In other religions, people were formed as mortals who made valiant attempts to become immortal but failed. There's been a bunch of those. This tale is told in the Epic of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, a character from a recent Eternals movie. Gilgamesh was the big guy. Yeah. The big guy that, the Asian dude that could, fight and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's Gilgamesh, yeah.
The one that was all in love with Angelina Jolie.
Correct. And he, was her protector and stuff. Oh. Spoilers!
They all die.
No, they don't all die. I still think it's a good movie.
I thought it was really good.
Anyway, so Gilgamesh, a character from Mesopotamian literature, was the progeny of a goddess and a human ruler. Gilgamesh, however, was still a mortal being, just like his closest buddy, Enkidu?
Enkidu.
Anything Enkidu I could do better? No. When Enkidu passes away, the great hero is troubled by the idea of dying and embarks on a mission to become immortal. He meets, oh my God, this word, Utnapishtim.
Yeah.
Utnapishtim. Right?
Who pissed you off, buddy?
Utnapishtim. Why did you do that to Tim? No, so Utnapishtim. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Okay. A man who has been granted eternal life by the gods during his travels. Okay.
pretty cool.
He's an immortal now. Gilgamesh is promised immortality by the guy with the U name if he can last a week without sleeping.
Oh.
Which is an odd thing. Gilgamesh eventually nods off, but Utnapishtim still gives him a plant that can restore its owner's health. So it's a plant that if you nibble a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Is that what they're doing? He's like, listen, smoke this shit. It'll make you feel much better. So any hopes Gilgamesh had of becoming eternal are dashed when the plant is devoured by a hungry snake on the way home. Damn snakes!
Fucking snakes, dude.
Told you.
All they want to do is get high, too, man.
I fucking hate snakes so much. Gilgamesh returns home in the mythology of Mesopotamia and joyfully accepts his life as a mortal man. Okay, screw it. But, as we know, most people aren't that laid back. The thought of our own mortality, it disturbs us. It kind of, let's be honest, it fucking scares us.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's at the end of the dark tunnel?
Right. Everything we accomplish is constantly plagued by the shadow of death. Research supports this. According to a 2022 survey, 20% of Americans over the age of 50 experience anxiety when they consider their afterlife. 53% of respondents think ghosts or spirits exist, and 73% think there is life after death. That's crazy. That's a high. I never would have thought
Very high.
that would have been that high of a number.
Very high.
Okay, what do you think?
Of any of those, I am very much worried about whether or not I'm, going to be dying or living after I die.
Okay, hold on. So first of all, you're afraid of dying.
Yes.
Okay. And do you believe anything happens after you die? And I know we're both not exactly religious people, more spiritual people. Calm down out there. And I'm not hating on religion anyway. Okay, but anyway.
Bad. I don't know. I want to believe something, but I don't really. I think it's just lights go off. That's it.
So I'm not afraid of dying.
No?
Nope. I'm afraid of being dead.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I don't mind.
Like the dying part, it's like, okay, because the only way I'm going to find out what the fuck is going to happen is when that happens.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm not afraid of the actual, like, dying. But being dead sounds like it sucks. But I don't know. Then again, if you talk to, like, people that are very religious, they're like, well, when you're dead, you go to heaven, and heaven's awesome, and everything's cool as shit.
Yeah, but there's rules.
Yeah, well, regardless. But then there's other people that are like, well, yeah, but if you go to hell, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's like Cleveland, but hotter.
Yeah.
Okay?
Or colder, depending on where you're
Yeah,
at.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess with me, I'm kind of, but I have this, and we need to talk about this. We will do an episode one day, and I've teased this a few times about reincarnation.
Yeah.
I really want to dive deep into that.
Okay.
So reincarnation, not next week's episode, because next week we're going back into true crime, just so you guys are aware.
Yeah.
But maybe the week after that, let's talk about some reincarnation, because there's been some legitimate reincarnation stories that I kind of lend to think that maybe that's why we have these little glimpses of our past lives and stuff.
Or of the future of ourselves.
And, of course, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, so that changed everything for me. And now I officially think that I live in an alternate reality to my other self who actually enjoys his life. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so I would love to know what you guys think, too. Like, seriously, do you think that we just go into a box and we're dead? Do you think that our bodies are connected to the universe and then we become stardust, which I've said that before. We're all stardust now. I mean, that's called science.
That's called physics. It's inevitable.
Yeah, that's what it is. Or do you believe that there is a heaven or a hell? And again, not negating anybody, what you believe. One of my most not weird, how do I put it? When my grandmother passed away, your great-grandmother, I was devastated. Loved her, and it came out of the blue. Loved her. She was crazy as shit. But I loved her to death. But she didn't fear death at all. She knew where she was going in her heart, in her mind. You know what I mean? She knew she was going to heaven, and that was it. To me, that is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
To have that just unwaverable, definitive, like, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening to me. And where you almost accept it, and you're kind of like, I can't wait to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people actually seem that way. Like, and that's when they go through life like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. I'm happy. Like, whatever happens, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Me, my mind goes, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so,
I kind of lie here. I don't want to just go away.
So, I mean, but, the whole, reincarnation thing, too. There's a thing that the bright white light that you go into when they say you die.
The vagina you're coming
the
out
vagina
of?
you're coming out of when you're born. Yeah. We're definitely doing that.
Oh.
2 weeks from now, we'll talk about that.
Hell yeah.
We're going to go in some weird shit.
Can't wait to come back as a sea cucumber.
What?
What?
Huh?
Just fucking a mollusk, bro. Just floating through the water like don't care about anything, man.
Who was it? Was it there was a comedian that said he wanted to come back. He says, when I die, I hope there's reincarnation. I want to come back as a woman's bicycle seat. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
So undoubtedly, and as it has been for thousands of years, what happens to us, as we die, as well as what occurs after we die, is an enormous issue, and nobody knows. Humans used a tried and true strategy. Okay, They gave death a form they are familiar with in order to make sense of dying and mortality. As a result, a vague, invisible phenomenon becomes a concrete, observable phenomenon. Okay, something that you're like, because you can't see death.
Right.
Oh, I just smacked that. But you can't see, like, the physical embodiment of death.
Correct.
So let's give him an appearance.
Yeah.
Let's give him a cool robe and a cool little axe thing, and Yeah. And you've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? Have you seen any of the Bill and Ted's?
No.
Jesus. That's my head exploding. Oh, my God. Anyway, moving on. So you can comprehend death if you see a familiar face in it, right? Better yet, if you can put your anxieties aside and perceive death as a kind gentle face, which is weird. They made the Grim Reaper look like he does. It's just very weird.
I mean, it could be weirder.
Oh, I'm sure.
It'd be coming
Again.
out like,
Hey, kids, we're going to die. Yeah.
do you want to go see your parents?
Do you miss Grandpa? So it can, of course, also go the other way. Looking at death might reveal a frightful countenance. The terrifying visage of the Grim Reaper arose following a particularly trying period in human history, as we'll talk about here in the following section. So why not give death a kind face if you're going to give it a human one, right? Like we just said.
Yeah.
Why not make it be somebody just soft and, like Betty White? Betty White would have been the perfect.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I saw her on my deathbed, I'd been like, oh, it's Betty. You know what I mean? And I've been off to the races, man. I'd go hang out
What's
with her.
the theme song for the Golden Girls?
Thank you for being a friend. That
just
Travel
plays.
down the road and back again. Oh, yeah. My heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And you're just walking into the sunset with Betty White. God, that's how I want to die. That's it. That's how I want to die. I don't care what you guys have to do to make that happen. You're my child. You have to make that happen.
Okay.
I'm putting it in my fucking will. When I die, someone has to dress up like Betty White and play that song.
Oh, God, it'll probably be crazy.
As I'm dying. Not when I die.
As you're dying.
As
Oh,
I'm
okay,
dying.
I got you.
Like if I'm on some sort of thing and you're getting ready to pull the plug, that has to happen.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You guys heard it here. That's what's happening. So the Greeks adopted that strategy and gave death the name Thanatos.
Yeah.
Hypnos, the deity of sleep, and his twin brother Thanatos were both shown as attractive young males. Thanatos is depicted in some images as having wings and put out flame. He could disperse flame.
Yeah, he's kind of like this aura around him that kind of looks like a flame, almost kind of like extinguishing.
Oh.
And it's kind of weird, but
Okay. All right. He's kind of like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, minus the big flames. He's more like not like Hulk. He's like Thor, smoldering fire.
Side note, and I know you guys hate this, but guess what? I was Fat Thor for my granddaughter's 7th birthday party.
It was pretty epic.
It was pretty awesome.
You fit the role perfectly.
Just going to say, yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'd been working a very long time for that physique.
Yes.
And yeah.
It looked like melted ice cream.
So he had the responsibility, Thanatos here had the responsibility of going to Hades, the Greek underworld, with the deceased. Okay, so he would take him, right? Come on with me. There, Charon, the ferryman on the river Styx, that's the name. I couldn't remember his damn name the other day.
Name.
The ferryman on the river Styx would receive the souls from Thanatos. Thanos. Weird.
Ooh.
In this interpretation, death is lovely and beneficial rather than fearful and ugly. Okay? Right? It makes sense because we're going on a trip in this really fucking weird ship. Going to hell, hanging with Thanatos. No, that kind of.
Yeah, that kind of. You almost had me there, but it was kind of.
Whatever. They all can't be wieners, So there are also feminine variations of death. The Valkyries were depicted as stunning young women in Norse mythology who carried soldiers' souls to the afterlife as well as acting as messengers for Odin. In actuality, the word Valkyries refers to slain's choosers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
That's why I have a Valkyrie tattoo on my leg.
Because you're choosing who you slay?
No, I'm choosing. Yeah.
Okay. They would ride on winged horses during battle and pick intrepid soldiers to perish by scouting the battlefield. And if you've seen the Thor Ragnarok or whatever, Valkyrie in there is she's a Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of depiction because, whatever. You get it. So they would then deliver these spirits to Odin's realm, Valhalla. The valiant spirits were recruited to participate in the terrible struggle known as Ragnarok after they reached the afterlife. Another side note, too. Went to walk my granddaughter, your daughter, obviously,
yes.
to her first day of second grade. She looks back, she goes, "Hey, Pop, how's Thor? Is he back in Asgard?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's good." I just think it's amazing. She loved that. So the Valkyries are comparable to angels who serve as a spiritual bridge between God and people. Angels provide messages to mankind or defend them in some myths. In other tales, they converse with the dead and torture the sinners. Many religions and civilizations feature the angel of death, a spirit that removes a person's soul from the body at the moment of death. Okay?
Yes.
Angel of death, Grim Reaper,
Nurses. Doctors.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Oh.
If you guys go back and listen to that episode. Yikes!
Yeah.
In Judeo-Christian tradition, the archangels Michael and Gabriel have served as death angels.
It's Gabriel.
Gabriel?
It's Gabriel.
No, that's Gabriel.
It's Gabriel.
His name is not Peter Gabriel.
Did you ever see Legion?
Yes.
That's how they pronounced it in that.
Gabriel?
It's Gabriel.
Were they Latina?
Like choked on a dick when they were saying it. Gabriel.
Ugh.
That was
Wow.
weird.
Why do you have to go to the dick?
Choking on
Why couldn't they have been
hoagie?
I don't know.
A
Anything,
meatball sandwich.
anything but a
A
dick.
Philly cheesesteak.
Ooh.
That's going to sound kind of good.
Like a good Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. I make a mean one.
Yeah, you do?
Anyway, so the Islamic angel of death, known as Azrael, can occasionally be seen as a terrifying ghost with eyes and tongues covering every inch of his body.
I want
What?
that as a tattoo on my back.
With eyes and tongues?
Yeah, you ever seen Hellboy, the golden, whatever it's called? The Golden Army?
Yes.
When
I've seen all those. I've actually seen movies.
Okay.
Okay, just saying.
But when Hellboy was being brought back to life, that was Azrael, the guy with the eyes on his hands and didn't have eyes for a face, but he had that like little crest around his head. He talked like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That guy?
yeah. Okay.
That's the guy I want on my back.
All I envision is the guy from Kiss, the bass player from Kiss, Gene Simmons.
Wait, he's the bass player?
I just imagine him and his tongue, just a bunch of those all over the
Just
place.
all over.
Yeah, it just seems weird to me. Yeah, I don't know why I went there. So every soul in the world has a birth and a death recorded in a vast ledger that Azrael keeps updated. Man, sounds like a rough job.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah.
By the Middle Ages, the angel of death had been conceptually ingrained in both European religion and culture. But in the latter half of the 14th century, an epidemic occurrence changed how the common person perceived and reacted to death. The plague of the Middle Ages, one of the deadliest pandemics in human history, was that occurrence. The initial plague outbreak claimed at least 25 million lives. Wow, and there was probably only like 30 million people on Earth at that time.
Yeah.
While subsequent plague outbreaks that recurred for centuries resulted in millions more, dying.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy. Now, is that's the bubonic plague, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're discussing?
Yes.
Because there's been several.
The Black Plague.
We've had several different plagues.
The Black Death.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
you guys can go back and listen to our version of that. Or not version. Our telling of that story, if you would like to go
Wasn't
back.
the original COVID. That's
No.
Yeah,
No. So fear swept the entire continent. Fear of death, fear of an unknown epidemic, fear of the agony of the disease's late stages when the skin on a victim's extremities grew black and gangrenous. I actually have a great-grandfather, I believe, so you have great-great, who actually died from gangrene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a rough go.
I don't want to do that.
No.
So all activities were characterized by a morbid atmosphere, which also had an impact on the period's writers and painters, of course, because it was such a dark, dreary time. If you look at any artwork from that era, it is very rare to find something that's like bright and uplifting, because that wasn't life.
Nope.
Life was like everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Like everybody's dying.
Did you see what they did for the updated I don't know if you saw it or not, but for the Pope, like in wherever the fuck the Pope is at, his
Rome?
Yeah, Rome.
Okay.
His like
The Vatican?
yes, the Vatican.
Which actually the Vatican is his own place, so anyway, go ahead.
It's
Yes,
it's in the building or whatever, but his like little throne or whatever the hell you want to call that he sits on, he's the Antichrist. But he just kidding. You ever heard that TikTok of like how they like describe like what the Antichrist is, and they just list off all the characteristics of the Pope?
That's fucked up.
It is really fucked up. But they remodeled the fucking artwork right behind where he sits.
Just a bunch of gaming consoles now.
No, it's
That'd be
actually
amazing.
it's like Jesus in flames and like death, and it's super morbid.
Is this like some sort of like his premonition of something to come or something?
Or something that's already passed? I don't know.
Look, regardless, folks, we're all going to die. It's
Yeah.
going to happen. Go out on your own fucking terms. That's how I look at it.
Spooky, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just go out on your own terms. Have fun. Enjoy life. Do what you do. If you're not happy, fucking change it.
Yeah.
Period. Life is way too fucking short.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Period. It's a lot of periods.
Right. Lots. ... Riley gets so mad when I do that in text. When I text people, I always put like ... afterward.
Or just two dots. The dots don't even make any sense. They're just two dots.
No, it's always three.
It's like, how's your day going? ... I'm like,
I don't do ...
You do.
I do not do ...
I can show you.
Bullshit. Those are accidents then. I do ... And Riley's like, are you saying something else? Anyway, so unsurprisingly, skeletons started to represent death in artwork at this time. Shocker.
Yeah.
In reality, the skeletal form of death was frequently depicted in a similar manner by painters. He was. We're talking about death here. Yeah, the Grim Reaper here was frequently pictured with a crossbow, dart, or other weapon. The Angel of Death, shall I say? These tools would eventually give way to the scythe, a mowing instrument with a long curved blade attached to an angle to a long handle. And it used to be you take it to chop down like corn stalks and
like really tall weeds and stuff.
Weeds and wheat. Wheat.
Wheel wheat. And
take the scythe and go get the wheat. So many artworks depicted the hereafter chopping down souls like grain by swinging its scythe through a throng of humanity. So in other words, he was taking the scythe, and I mean, what better way to swipe down somebody than with a big-ass bladed instrument? A young woman would occasionally stand at the grave to serve as a reminder of the connection between life and death. The idea that death might communicate with the living and lure them into the hereafter was another prevalent, concept. Due of this, skeletons are depicted dancing and having fun with people from all walks of life in the dance of death, also known as danses macabre. Because, I mean, they're trying to bring that, like, don't be afraid.
Yes, that
because Erba is dying.
Yeah, that is the only song I like by Ghost, too.
What's that?
Dance Macabre. You ever heard that song?
No, I don't listen to garbage music. Sorry.
It's not a bad song.
I'm kidding. I'm really not a fan, though.
Yeah,
I heard one song that was okay, but it was like ultra like radio and poppy. I had no idea it was them.
Yeah.
I love the gimmick.
Yeah.
I love the gimmick. I think that's super cool, just like our boys in
Sleep Token.
I love the gimmick. I think that's amazing. So these post-plague images of death led to the creation of the Grim Reaper.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we'll look at the significance of his form and physique following here, okay? The Grim Reaper is an incredibly symbolic figure, as we know. When he eventually arrives, the items he is carrying and even the clothes he is wearing will reveal something about his character and his objectives. So wait, he has more than one outfit?
Sometimes he shows up in his suit. Sometimes he shows up in his birthday suit.
He's like, this is my Adidas track jacket. I'm just going for a run. So just stay out of my way so I don't kill you. Okay, just saying. So now let's look at some of the symbolism, one symbol at a time here. Okay, so skeletons and skulls. For all you weird fuckers out there that love skulls and skeletons.
That was a lot.
Like the sisters skeleton. Anyway, I'm a huge fan. I love skulls. I love all that shit. I'm not allowed to have any of that in my house because my wife doesn't like that stuff.
You can't have a skull of your enemies that you drink out of.
Oh, no, I do. She just doesn't know about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Just kidding. Anyway, so it was common to observe piles of decaying bodies as the disease spread through Europe and Asia, right? I mean, literally everybody was just dying. 1 in 5 Londoners perished during the Great Plague of London. 1 in 5. Which struck the city between 1665 and 1666. Given how common death and dying are, it is reasonable that artists and illustrators started to represent death in a form of a corpse or skeleton, because they weren't even burying people.
Right.
There was too many of them to bury.
So burning them.
They were some of them. They just piled them up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of them. They just piled up, and they were just like, like bring out your dead. You probably have no idea. Monty Python.
Yes.
Yeah?
I've actually seen Monty Python.
Really?
I've only seen one of the Monty Python.
Which one?
The one with Arthur, with the coconuts, and they're clapping them with the horses. That's the only one I've seen.
Yes.
I haven't seen the Robin Hood one or the other one either.
The Robin Hood one.
Wasn't there a Monty Python where it was Robin Hood?
No, there's Life of Brian, where it was Jesus' brother, I think.
But is that the one with the...
You're talking about Search of the Holy Grail. That's the one you've seen.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
That's the one with the coconuts.
Was there another one where
brought over by the swallows?
Where it was like... what the hell is it? It was like Caesar or whatever, and his buddy or whatever, like his... What the fuck was his name?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, what the hell was that guy's name? I can't remember his fucking name.
Bill, Tom, Steve, George.
It was like Butticus or something like that. No?
Does it titillate you when I mention the name?
Fucking, what the hell was it?
You're not talking about Men in Tights, are you?
Is that it?
That is not a Monty Python.
I thought it was.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% positive.
Oh, what the hell was the name then?
I don't know. You look that up. I'm going to continue talking about death.
No, I want to talk about big butts and I can't.
So the skeleton figure serves as a metaphor for the decomposition of human flesh, what remains after worms and maggots have done their dirty work. It also feeds into one of the biggest concerns that people have, the dread of annihilation. So let's talk about his black cloak. He's always got a cloak on, right?
Yes.
As far as, other than his track jacket. So black has long been connected to loss and gloom. So, people, funeral attendees dress in black, and black hearses are used to transport the deceased. Black is, basically the color of death. Black, however, is frequently associated with bad energies, and that is true too. So, there's a lot of different thoughts and processes about. You're looking at Mel Brooks is who you're thinking of, by the way.
Is that what it is?
That's Mel Brooks did that. Yeah. So, where the hell was I? Damn it, you fucked me up. Anyway, so black candles can be for bad energy, and black, colors like in your house and stuff like that. So the Reaper exudes mystery and danger thanks to his dark cloak. The Reaper hides beneath the shadows of his cloak, playing off our fears of the unknown because the things we can't see worry us as much as the things we can see, if not sometimes more so. So the Scythe, as we talked about here, he was seen, before having arrows, darts, spears, crossbows, all kinds of shit early in the depictions of him. And of course, these are tools to, kill his victims with.
Yeah.
A scythe eventually took the place of these other tools of killing. A scythe was, again, the implement for cutting grain, grass, yada, yada. And it made sense for the symbol to be put into to death in an agriculture community because everybody there, they were farmers. This is what they were doing. Where harvesting in the fall signified the end of the year. So death harvests souls for their passage into the afterlife in a similar manner on how they harvested their crops. You get it?
I gotcha.
See what I'm saying? It's actually pretty awesome that they did it, how they did it that way.
Yeah.
So the hourglass. Sand pours from the upper to bottom glass bulb of the traditional hourglass over the course of an hour. It has endured into the digital age as a reminder to be patient as our computer loads a web page or executes a command because it is such a potent representation of time and how it passes.
It was Life of Brian. It was Biggest Dickus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Life of Brian. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, think about it now. The hourglass has been around for freaking ever.
Yeah.
And people still have them.
Yeah.
I actually think they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I used to.
Oh.
It was like a little, I do somewhere it's not a bin, but it's like a little small one that I got for when you brush your teeth, you turn it upside down. That's how long you're supposed to brush your teeth for.
Like sands through an hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Additionally, the Grim Reaper holds an hourglass, of course, reminding us that time is running out. Our time is up when the sand is gone. We can only pray that we have more time to live than an hour. So that's the hourglass part of that. So it was so common to see the representation of the Grim Reaper in religious writings. The book of Revelation in the Bible provides the best illustration. The 4 horsemen appear in Revelation 6:1 through 8 to bring about tragedies signifying the end of the world. Pestilence, war, famine, and death. Those are the 4 horsemen, just in case you guys were wondering.
Ah, gotcha.
Or, in wrestling terms, I'm pretty sure it was Orn Anderson, Ric Flair. Justin, I know you're listening, buddy. You got to let me know who the rest of the 4 horsemen are. Anyway, so only death is expressly mentioned out of the 4. Okay, he is seated on a pale horse, which is frequently mistaken for pale green, the hue of illness and decay. Most often, death is portrayed as the Reaper himself with a grimacing skull and scythe in hand, ready for the gory labor that lies ahead.
Ooh.
You ever hear that Johnny Cash song? There's a man coming to town. Talking about riding a pale horse or whatever. It's in Day of the Dead? Is it Day of the Dead? No. Maybe. Might be.
I think I know that song.
George Romero movie. I've
never seen the movie, but I...
Shocker! Oh.
I really know the song.
Yeah, it's awesome. I wish I could play it right now, but unfortunately, thank you, copyright laws.
Yay!
So the Grim Reaper is still a popular subject for writers today. Okay, we're going to talk about a few instances of the Reaper in popular culture here, in things today.
Yeah,
presently.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the Grim Reaper makes a fantastic character, which explains why he has long been part of myths and legends. One typical tale, known as the quote cheating death tale, describes a person who tries to deceive the Grim Reaper in order to avoid dying. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to trick death.
Oh.
No.
They made up like 5 movies about that, didn't they?
I just thought you were imagining it.
I was actually, yes. But.
Like, imagine it, if you will. Pause. Okay, I thought about it. So, of course, this guy actually tried to do this. A well-known illustration is the legend of Rabbi Ben Levi. Levi or Levi? I'm going to say Levi.
It's Levi.
Levi?
Yeah.
Rabbi Ben Levi?
He made the jeans.
Son of a fucking
What the fuck?
Walking around.
You feel better? You feel better? You feel better? Some Jewish guy walking around making Levi's? Is that
Hell
what you're
yeah.
saying? It's like, you got to try these are great. That was a horrible...
They hug
I
your
don't know.
ass.
Yeah. So anyway, no, this is by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. So death for the holy man in Longfellow's poem arrives with the somber proclamation. Lo, the time approaches near when thou must die. Can I hold the sword of death? The rabbi inquires. The rabbi receives the weapon from death, who hurriedly flees and hides until God can step in to save him. Ben Levi, or Levi, is not killed when God appears, but the rabbi is instructed to give the sword back to its rightful owner. So that's all it takes?
Yeah. Just, you got to be faster than death.
Your shoes are untied. No, I'm not wearing shoes. Anyway. So other influential works such as the Danse Macabre, or Dance of Death, a sort of drama that appeared after the Black Death, have established our contemporary understanding of the Grim Reaper. These plays were intended to help churchgoers accept the certainty of death. Like, sorry, you gonna die. The victim's encounter with death, symbolized as a skeleton, was portrayed in the performance, which typically took place in a cemetery or churchyard. The victim makes various justifications for why his life should be saved, but these are rejected, and death eventually follows him away with an entourage of other skeletal creatures. Several German engravers like Bernd Notke and Hans Holbein.
Holben?
Oh, I know this guy.
Oh, you do?
I know Hans Holbein.
Yeah?
He's very nice.
Oh, is he?
He does these plays and stuff.
Yeah?
Yes, I've been to a few of them.
Oh, really?
Yes, I had to sneak out.
Why?
Because the Fuhrer was sleeping. He did not want to go.
He was snoring pretty loud, huh?
He's such a turd. I don't like him anyway. So anyway, he's a very nice guy. Okay, bye. So they found that the scenes from this play made for interesting themes. So these artists' prints depicted dancing skeletons amid people from all social classes as a message that nobody, not even the rich, hoity-toity freaking royals, can avoid death.
Oh.
Think about that. And that's the truth, too. Think about it. Doesn't matter how much fucking money you got. You gonna die.
We all gonna die.
Yes. You gonna die. Elon Musk, well, he's probably the only one I think might actually have a chance.
Yeah.
Because he's so weird
Yeah.
that he's probably got some sort of hyperbaric chamber or whatever the hell it's called somewhere.
Yeah, man. Maybe he is himself an alien.
It's possible. It's possible.
Huh.
It's very possible. Like that whole thing about Walt Disney supposedly having his head frozen, cryogenically frozen.
Oh, I've seen it.
No, you haven't.
I've touched it.
No, you haven't.
I've
It's not real.
played with it.
Wow.
I like the mustache.
Did you? Did you now? Weird.
That's why it's no longer there.
Yeah. You got it at your house?
Oh.
That'd be amazing, to be honest. But no, he never did that. Everyone thought that he did, but he did. It was a little wives' tale there, folks.
Oh.
So Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal has had a similar impact on current culture. The 1957 movie is about Antonius Block, a knight who returns from the Crusades to discover that the disease has killed many of his countrymen. Max von Sydow, love that guy, plays Antonius Block in the role. Block is also awaited by death, who is portrayed by Bengt Ekerot. What a fucking name.
That is a fucking name.
What's your name? Bengt Ekerot. Dear God. It's like a freaking disease. So having reached a standstill, the knight challenges death to a game of chess, which Block ultimately loses. The image of Ekerot's death, a menacing white visage disguised beneath a black cloak, endures so vividly despite the story's unsettling nature. I mean, we've all seen that, even in like anything from. I mean, there's so many things like what is it? The Barely Odd Parents or Fairly Odd Parents?
Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a Grim Reaper in that.
Yeah.
Bill
Family
and
Guy.
Ted, Family Guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just you know who it is when he pops up.
Always.
So the Grim Reaper also plays a key role in some of the following things here. Don't Fear the Reaper, a song released by Blue Oyster Cult in 1976, and of course a classic ding 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 ding, and that's where the cowbell comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Wow, gentlemen, more cowbell. Thank you.
That was good.
Let's see. Because I Could Not Stop for Death, a poem by Emily Dickinson in which the narrator shares a carriage ride with death. That's pretty cool.
That's actually a really cool poem.
A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, in which the ghost of Christmas yet to come, that's right, the ghost of the future, as we may know it from some other depictions, cloaked and skeletal, appears to show Scrooge how he will die. The Discworld novels by Terry Pratchett, which feature death as an ally of mankind. The Sandman by Neil Gaiman, a groundbreaking series of comic books in which death appears as a girl, and you can actually watch now on, I believe, Netflix.
Really?
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Is it on
right.
Netflix?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet. Everyone's raving about it, though.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sit down and watch that.
Yeah.
Death Takes a Holiday, a 1934 film about Death's decision to take a break from his normal business to see what it's like being mortal. It's pretty awesome. A 1998 remake of that, which I'm sure most of you have seen, is Meet Joe Black.
Yeah, most.
And that was with the one and only Brad Pitt
Oh, yeah.
in the role of Death himself.
Oh, really?
Yep. Then there's Scream. Of course, we know the slasher flicks, where a murderous teen, or whomever at the time, because there's like 27 of those movies, stalks his victims in a Reaper-like costume. And then there's Dead Like Me, a Showtime series that explores the lives or afterlives of a group of Grim Reapers who walk among the living.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you have, there's so many depictions in pop culture. Whether he's funny or terrifying, a man or a woman, the Grim Reaper will probably always be a part of our pop culture diet. Like, we know who it is.
Yes.
The Reaper will calmly wait in the shadows and come for us eventually, right? Even as storytellers grow weary of dealing with death and dying. Okay? So we thought, since we are talking about the personification of death here, we should also include some theories as to what happens after we die. So let's see how many of you listeners here agree with, or how many of you guys think are just fucking stupid. All right. So let us first talk. Number 10.
Yes.
Excretion.
I don't want to be in the human centipede.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does.
Excretion.
When I die, I'm going to get shit out, just like everybody else.
I mean, when we were born, we were kind of shit out.
Yeah. Or shit on.
Both. Yes. So the idea that the universe is actually one enormous brain of a higher species has been around for many years. I love it. In certain containers, it might be one or more brains. This hypothesis states that the solar system is merely a brain cell. Humans are insignificant components of the cell as well, probably like cancerous lesions. For that enormous brain, our thousands of millions of years of history occurred in a fraction of a second. All right, so let's examine what it says on life after death here. How are our own dead cells handled? They are discarded after being taken away, right?
Yeah.
They're done when they die, right? Similar things happen to us if we are a small piece of a vast mind. So basically, we're just those dead cells.
We're just dead cells floating in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
God.
Listen,
Bill and Ted, yeah.
first of all, everyone out there right now knows what it is except you. And second of all,
Hey.
drink, motherfuckers.
I know Keanu a little bit.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude. I feel like that was pretty spot on.
That was pretty good, yeah.
I got that. So that is, the universe will leave our consciousness where it dumps its waste when we pass away. And it's pretty gross, actually. And so, yeah, it seems a little bit weird. I've never actually heard of this one before, but it actually kind of makes sense if you think about, like, just, that is finite. Like, there is no, you just, you know what I mean?
It's more like,
Yeah. That'll be me when I die. Yeah. So no, that you know what I mean? That kind of makes sense to me. That we are just this, But then people don't like to consider themselves being insignificant because, unfortunately, we are human species is quite pompous
And narcissistic.
and very narcissistic. So we could never just accept that we are just so. That's why this whole now all of a sudden we're reaching all these different galaxies and stuff like that. People are going to shit if they find out that there's another fucking form of life out there. They're going literally shit.
really?
Like literally.
I want to see them.
They're going to shit.
They're going to...
No, it's going to be All right, number 9 here. You enter the cosmic consciousness. And this is kind of where I'm kind of on this one. I like this one too. All right.
Okay.
So, life. What is it? Knowing the answer to this question is crucial. We are conscious of our existence and are fully in charge of our own thinking, right? Right. Only 20 watts of power are required for, by our brain. This is what we need, 20 watts. 1.21 gigawatts! Most light bulbs use more electricity than that because this power is so low. Biologists are still unable to properly explain how our brain makes every decision so precisely, and we will be doing an episode on that, the human brain, coming up, but I think Logan's afraid.
Oh, doing the brain?
Yes.
Yeah, because the last episode that I was really intrigued about ended up being 60 pages of research, and we only did 20 pages of it. That's exactly
2-part episode. Which one you talking about? The gangs?
Yeah.
Dude, there was a lot.
Dude, there was so much.
Oh,
and I
so
wanted
much.
to add more.
And maybe we will. We actually, Bill said he wanted
Bill
a
was
part
like,
2. Maybe we'll do a part 2 of the gangs.
part 2.
Yeah. So, of course, they don't really know. They really don't know a lot about the brain at all, to be honest with you.
That the brain named itself.
The what?
The brain named itself.
It named itself?
It did.
Okay, please explain.
So the brain is in us, and the brain makes us do and say and think. So therefore, if the brain made us think of the name to call the brain, it named itself. The brain named itself the brain.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking trippy, huh?
All right.
All right.
I like that. Y'all heard that. You heard it here, folks.
And you heard it here, folks.
That's right. So our area of expertise is consciousness, okay? But we do not understand its origin, all right? And we literally don't even know why we have to sleep.
Yes.
We know there's so many things about our brain and our consciousness and just life in itself that we don't understand.
Dude, it's fucking deep.
Bruh. And I'm not high.
Yet.
Imagine if I were. And where does it all go after we pass away? In accordance with Sir Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff's orchestrated objective reduction theory of the mind, coherent quantum processes in clusters of microtubules
Yes.
within brain neurons are biologically orchestrated to produce consciousness. Whew.
That means the little lines in our head make it so that we think and do what we do.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So you can imagine this universe as a sea of consciousness, according to this notion. The human mind originates from this place and travels back there once we die. Okay, this is what this theory is. Consciousness connects all things in the cosmos. What do I say all the time? We are stardust, the universe, man. And I sound like such a hippie, and I'm the furthest thing from a fucking hippie. So, and no offense to any of you hippie people, because I love you guys. You can think of it like this, okay? If you think of the universe as a sea, okay, then our consciousness would be just a single wave. It remains on the ground for some time before going back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes and comes back,
Yeah.
right? The conclusion is that after we die, our consciousness returns to the universe where it may remain eternally, or it may temporarily inhabit another body.
Ooh.
This is me right here, dude.
Oh,
this
100%.
is mine right there. Number 9. I'm full. I'm hundreds in on that. Hundreds in. So our consciousness is therefore deeply ingrained in the cosmos and is inherently perplexing. That's why it's constantly expanding and why we don't know anything about anything.
Well, I mean, that would make sense why our brains are always constantly expanding with knowledge and shit, because every single day you learn something new and you're not forgetting shit. I mean, you do, but you just can't recollect what it is that you forgot. Or
yeah, I forget what the percentages of it, that like everything, like I think it's like every 10 things new you learn, you lose one, like you forget one.
something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. It could be way more
Yeah, but
dramatic
until
than that. I don't
somebody
know.
like just mentioned something and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, and go on this whole hour-long
Right.
tangent about this thing that you forgot.
It's how smells can trigger a memory, sounds,
Yes.
songs, especially with me, dude. I can almost place everything I've ever done in my entire life to music.
Really?
Not even joking. I can hear certain songs. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I was freaking 4 years old and I was, stealing rims off a car. I wasn't stealing rims.
At
but I'm just
4 years
saying-
old?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you
Impressive.
don't know me, bro. So number 8, being human is just one level. All right, you like that?
That's pretty good.
Crack of the beer.
Yeah.
So reincarnation theory holds that after we die, our souls transfer into new bodies, giving rise to a subsequent birth or rebirth.
Ooh, ew.
Dr. Ian Stevenson has he studied some incarnation, not the festival, and looked into that's incarceration. I know, I was making a joke, and looked into countless instances of young people claiming to have lived before. Okay, he established the division of perceptual studies at the University of Virginia and was an academic psychiatrist. He describes incarnation as the, quote, survival of personality after death, at times. Along with genes and environment, he thinks it can provide a plausible justification for a variety of personality traits, including phobias, okay? Which does make a lot of sense. We were talking about this in the beginning of this. I'm big on this one too, but remember what the end of the one I believe is.
Betty White?
Well, yes, but I'm saying the whole soul or the cosmos thing
Yes.
can still do this part.
Oh,
I
for
believe.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, but who knows, man?
I
don't
mean,
know.
technically, matter is neither created nor destroyed. It is just transferred from one thing to another.
Like, I just transferred this delicious Southern Tier Warlock Imperial Stout into my stomach.
Yes, and you're going to transfer it into urine.
I'm going to transfer it into the toilet later.
Much like your soul.
You have to have a soul first.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. No, I have a soul. It just sucks. It's just black and it's dismal.
But tastes sweet like the warlock itself.
Correct. Okay, so of course, however, no one's allegations have ever been shown to be true about this stuff, okay? So this is literally, there's a lot of shit out there when it comes to reincarnation. This is why I want to do an entire episode on this.
Yeah.
When this notion first emerged, little was understood about the universe's complexity and mysticism. Because of this, they only thought that our spirit may reincarnate in a different body on Earth. What if your soul has a different physical body somewhere else in the universe? What if your spirit adopts a shape that we are unaware of rather than moving into a new body? Now, when we're talking about this, why is it that when you look at artistic depictions from humans of aliens, they're all kind of the same? Okay? But there's probably stuff out there maybe we've never even seen. There's probably sounds we've never seen. There's probably colors we've never seen.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
that'd be kind of cool.
There's things out there, and so that's what this is saying. It kind of just says that you could literally become a star somewhere. You know what I mean? Like your soul could. Again, we're stardust.
I'm going to be a star. Dad, I'm going to be a star finally.
You are a star, son.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you are a star.
Can't wait to be a gaseous big ball in the sky.
So this idea holds that our souls and conscious entities can travel any place in the cosmos. This implies that you could once more be a person, a cool-ass alien,
Oh, yeah.
a pointless insect, or something else. In reality, we have no idea what or who we will be after we no longer exist as humans. But if everybody, and this is my kind of 2 cents on this part, which, fuck it, it's my show. I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Fuck it.
If everyone claims that you have a soul and your soul can't be seen,
Right.
and we don't know how souls travel,
Right.
so it could literally go anywhere,
Yeah.
right?
I could be a rock, dude.
But I'm just saying, like, you could literally, your soul could go up and immediately connect with maybe another soul.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Have a cup of tea.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like,
That'd be cool.
through the galaxies and through time and everything, like our universe, we're just fine. We're finding stars now that we're seeing them from 9 billion years ago.
That's a long time.
You know?
Yeah.
So is it possible that maybe there were souls, or our souls could have been a part of that?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Just
We don't know.
traveling through the cosmos.
We don't know. Listen, I'm drunk. It don't matter. I'm not drunk. I'm just kidding. Okay, so number 7 here. The universe ends.
This one is a fuck you one.
Ooh, Mr. Fuck You Man.
Oh, this is definitely a Mr. Fuck you man.
Okay. Can you demonstrate the reality of this world and the cosmos? Okay. You listener, can you?
Yeah.
The likelihood is that you will affirm and provide the objects and people in your environment with proof, right? You have substantial proof. You have physical things. You can actually say, this is a beer.
Yeah.
This is my son.
Hi.
This is a microphone. You
Is
know,
it?
right?
Oh.
However, according to the solipsistic hypothesis, there is nothing outside of your mind and brain.
Oh. Live in the Matrix.
What?
Yeah.
For you, what you see and hear is accurate, but you can never establish the veracity of the people in your immediate vicinity. Okay, so as this article says here, let's use Grand Theft Auto 5 as an example. When you are at a specific location in the game, everything around you is functional, right? There are other close residents there, so nothing strange is happening to you. What about the locations where you are not? Actually, those places didn't exist back then. According to this hypothesis, there was no other life in the cosmos aside from you. Therefore, the universe stops existing after you pass away. That implies that every person you know and love vanishes. Simply said, everything and everyone is a projection of you listener, you beautiful passenger, your subconscious mind. Therefore, take another look around the world and stop griping about pointless things, because it's possible you may have created it.
So perfect.
I'm going to get more Patreon. I'm going to get more Patreon.
More Patreons! So I've actually thought about this as well, too. What if everything that I'm seeing is created? What if this is a dream? What if everything I'm creating right now is a dream? Me talking to you, me being on this glorious show, talking to these glorious people. What if, in fact, it's all just something that's been created by my mind, my subconscious, my psyche?
Then where are you?
Huh?
Where are you?
Who knows?
Yeah, it's fucking
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
man.
But if you think about that, then you can kind of take things back a little bit
Yeah.
and just go, well, why can't I control this then?
True.
Why can I not control certain things in this if this is my whatever? But what if it's predisposed? What if what you're dreaming and what you're thinking of is already there? It's written for you.
Right.
You know?
Pre-programmed, per se.
What if there is no galaxy? There is no Earth. There is nothing. When I die, it's just gone.
Yeah. There's
Everybody else. You know?
that's-
It's crazy. I've actually thought about that one before too. That'll get you in a weird place. So be careful with that one. All right, that one will get you in a weird fucking place because it's almost like, holy shit, I'm that insignificant, or am I that significant? Like I'm my own god at that point in time because
Pretty
I'm the creator of my universe.
Yeah.
You know,
the creator of your persona and your personality
Right.
and all that around you.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty.
created that. You created the asshole that cut you off on the fucking highway this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what that means? You're the dick. Right? That's what it means.
I like that.
So number 6 here, life starts over again. Oh, okay. So I'm sure you've experienced this at least once in your life, right? That a location or person appears similar, familiar, right? Despite the fact that you've never been there or interacted with any of the people there before.
Oh.
This, of course, is known as déjà vu.
Oh, ménage toi. Pouvez-vous rester avec moi?
Voutez-vous.
C'est soi.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh! The Frenchman say you don't speak it this way.
No?
It is déjà vu.
Déjà vu?
Déjà vu. The V is there, it's just very silent.
Oh. Déjà vu.
Vu. Do you hear me? Déjà vu. Anyway, so what if everything feels familiar? Okay, that implies that your life keeps repeating itself. And I've talked about this. I feel like almost everything I've ever thought of is in this.
I've just been taking notes and I'm just
Is that what it is? This is just me and all my
just
different
you
ideas.
talking. I've just made it look prettier.
The world according to John.
I mean, technically, one of these is true. This world is according to you.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Yeah. So that it implies that your life's just repeating itself. In other words, you've been there before. You remember this. Therefore, it appears that you may be familiar with the location or that individual or people. So 2 things could lead to this, hypothetically, allegedly.
Ooh.
First of all, should I say, your life is like a movie that never ends.
This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it does. Sorry. So secondly, although your life is repeated, you always have more influence over it. This reminds, that sounds a lot like Groundhog Day, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there are some significant differences. In this case,
I've seen that movie, by the way.
you have seen it?
Yes.
Good, thank God.
Love that movie.
It's a great movie. So in this case, life restarts after death rather than after a day, and you have a significantly less influence than in the film. Therefore, you have lucky or better luck the next time because you can remember things and you can kind of decide whether or not you can do things.
Yeah.
So, and I've thought about this too, but this one I'm not, the way they put this in this article, I'm not a big fan of this one because I don't think that it's your life starting over. I think, well, maybe I do. Shit. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I lied.
I told you I've been taking notes.
Yep. Okay. Damn, I believe like all these things. How is that fucking possible? Number 5, the dreamer wakes up. It's entirely possible that our existence is nothing more than a creature's dream, despite the fact that this may sound like some made-up stories from the 1980s. Cthulhu!
Oh.
Are we the mind process of Cthulhu?
Pretty fucking badass.
Yeah. But this could also be where people can relate it to God.
Oh.
Right?
We are God's dream,
Correct.
which is kind of shitty.
Right. What his dream?
Yeah.
Well, no, some people are living some pretty good shit.
I mean, some, but like...
Yours ain't that bad.
What
Calm
about
down.
everybody else,
Calm down.
I mean-
Yours ain't that bad.
I didn't say it was bad.
You still got most of your fingers.
Yeah.
So you must have all had dreams. Everyone out there who's listening has had a dream before. Only until we wake up do we know that dreams were just illusions. It was fake. It was a dream. We become unable to distinguish between reality and the dreams. Since dreams come from our own subconscious minds, their reality may or may not be in question. Okay, so like vital signs. The Nature and Nurture of Passion, that's a book. The author Greg Lavoie actually agrees with this whole thing. And some of the most well-known concepts in the world, okay, including Google, the theory of relativity, the first periodic table, etc., had their origins in dreams.
Ooh.
Yeah, so people thought this shit up while they were dreaming. It happens to me all the time, but I never remember the shit.
Same.
I got to figure out a way to like wake up and immediately just write it down.
You gotta pinch yourself.
Yeah. What?
When you're dreaming, just pinch yourself.
What? I don't want to wake myself up.
Oh. I don't know how you would do that then.
I don't know. Gotta figure it out.
When you find out, you let me know.
I will.
Okay.
Thus, it is possible for dreams to be quite real. So it's possible that we wake up in the actual world after we pass away. So what we're doing right now is dreaming.
Oh, shit. I know what I'm doing then.
Yeah.
So going home and taking a nap.
So right now, this is a dream. And I've actually thought about this one before, too. This is awesome. This is so intriguing to me.
You're welcome.
And then when you die is when you go to the real world.
Oh, man.
But what happens when you die there, though?
You go into the real world.
The real world.
The real world.
The realer world. So it's possible, again, that we wake up in the actual world after we die, and very similar to Inception, like the movie Inception we talked about.
Yeah.
The subject of what occurs when a dreaming creature passes away now arises. For the time being, there is no clear response to this, question here, and we have no idea if the person who is waking up from sleep is a soul, a human, or something else entirely. Like what you're dreaming possibly right now, this is what it's saying here, what you're dreaming right now may just be a figment of what you believe you and everyone else looks like.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You may look like a freaking glob in real life, but you have a consciousness, and your consciousness is what's creating this dream that you're in right now.
Crazy.
It's freaking insane.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
Number 4, you get reprogrammed. All right.
Hopefully I come back with a bigger dick.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
I think I heard that. You want to come back with a bigger
Can of beer.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Oh, Lord. So this hypothesis proposes that our world is a computer simulation. The most prevalent option on this list is this. It's likely that you've probably heard of this before. Nick Bostrom, an Oxford philosopher, made the initial suggestion in 2003. It contends that either all intelligent species perish before being able to produce an ancestor simulation or choose not to do so for some reason. Or perhaps we are just merely acting out a simulation. In the event that we are simulations of our ancestors, our consciousness is actually programmed. We play a very small part in the simulation because it's predestined.
Right.
So after erasing your memories, our programmer can transport us to a different space and time in the simulation when we die.
Oh.
They only need to make a few tweaks as they already have our base code. It's really difficult to foresee what these programmers will perform. They have a wide range of options at their disposal. Kind of like a little bit of the Matrix there, right?
A little bit.
So it's another... I'm not a big fan of this one.
Yeah.
I love the movies.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the ideology behind this.
Yeah.
I think it's more of I don't know. I think our consciousness is bigger than that. I don't think we're programmed and reprogrammed. Because if that's the case, then why would we have corrupt government? Why would we have all this bullshit?
You gotta make it real, man. That's why they put us in 1990s, man. Because if it was too far in the future, it was just too easy. Too far in the past, it was just too surreal. There's that nice, finite point.
Did you say the 90s?
Yes.
You realize it's 2022, right?
No, we in the 90s, bro. Everything comes back. Look, everyone's walking around with trip shorts and shit now. 90s are coming back.
There's a lot of shit coming back. Music,
Yeah.
especially music.
Especially.
So number 3, our consciousness is unreal.
Oh.
The simulation hypothesis is also related to this idea. So avoid saying, quote, there are two theories on the same hypothesis, because these are two separate theories.
Yes.
Theo Musk believes that the odds of us actually living in the true world are 1 billion to 1. It is completely believable. This side, though, is substantially darker. As your consciousness is merely programming, we lack our own free will, predestined. We appear to be operating according to a code. They are free to run or remove your code whenever they want. They might have entered your code the last time you closed your eyes, while you slept last night. All of your memories were implanted in you. Even though it has only been a few hours, you suddenly believe you have been this person for years.
Oh, shit.
They can also alter or remove your code the next time you go to bed. Depending on what they need, they could simply remove you from the simulation or completely change who you are. So I'm not a big fan of this one.
Well, no,
It's kind of the same with the other one, but I mean, yeah.
I don't wish this one was true. I wish I could wake up tomorrow rich.
Rich, bitch! So in this case, a fictitious universe is made up, and characters are formed with certain duties allocated to them. We all contribute to some larger narratives, okay? And not as insignificant as the other philosophy here. By simply adding new memories of a different location and possibly even time to the code, they can change the role of any person according to their needs. Everything you believe yourself to be is merely an illusion. Therefore, what did we say earlier? All that we are is a collection of zeros and ones, and we carry out our pre-programmed actions. I don't like that. See, that's again, it goes with that whole same the last one.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
No,
I don't like that.
No, you don't want to fuck with
I don't like that. I think we're better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not giving people enough credit.
maybe we are in a prison simulation, and this is our prison. This is our life sentence.
My own prison.
All right.
Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Oh, my name's Creed. Sing like this. Anyway. Humans. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is number 2. Death is an illusion. So humans are the only animals on Earth with understanding of time, in contrast to all the other animals, right? They don't carry watches, and they don't worry about what time it is and shit like that. We are aware that time can only advance in units of days, months, or years because of what we've been taught. But is it really this time of day? Okay. The concept of time that we have today was developed by us, by humans, as far as we know. Anything we believe about time could be completely fucking wrong. And the more we talk about the universe and stuff like that, it sounds like it very well could be.
Yeah.
We think that time always flows like a river's stream. You know what I mean? Like it's just constantly going. It is not required for the universe to function in the same manner that we perceive time to function. Along with the present, the past, and the future also exist in cosmos, but we are not able to view them, right? We can't see them, even though technically we are seeing light from 9 billion years ago.
True.
You know what I mean? We are literally seeing it's very possible that I forget what the percentage was. I think it was like 25% of all the stars we see are already dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but we're seeing that because it takes so long for the speed of light and yada, yada, yada. But we put that speed of light on there because that's what we did. We came up with a formula and we said, this is what time is and this is how speed works and this is how time. You know what I mean? Brain's going to fucking fall out. Oh. Yeah, you really don't want to think too hard about it.
Nope.
Because, yeah, you're going to have a coronary. So, along with the present, again, like it's all there, right? Imagine that consciousness is the projecting light that causes us to see the film and that reality is a film strip. Oh. Fucking weird. Yeah. We are unable to notice the light unless a frame is placed in front of it. Its presence, however, cannot be disputed, right? It's there. We know it's there.
Yep.
But then you put something up there and then there it is. The same principles govern time and reality. The past and future are not visible to us, but they coexist with the present. 3-dimensional space-time surrounds us and binds us. So how does this relate to death? Well, you don't actually die. Death is just a fantasy because you are unable to exist in frames where you are dead. You must always exist in frames where you are living. Just that other people think you are dead because this does not hinder their existence. That's fucking wild. And I love it. I love that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's pretty cool. And number 1, and this is anything is possible.
Yeah.
Truthfully, anything is possible. Now there may be a lot of improbable things, but anything is possible. So about what happens after death, we don't know. We have no fucking idea.
No idea.
The many worlds interpretation hypothesis postulates that fucking word.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Just makes me think of polyps in your butt.
Ew.
I know. That there are an almost unlimited number of realities, okay? There are countless parallel universes, each containing every conceivable concept. There is a universe where you are a billionaire. That's right, you listener right now are a billionaire. That Hillary won the election. That piss you off? Or am I going to get shot? Oh, I mean, hang myself. And I'm actually reading this, and Logan's reading this right now, right? Therefore, in some universes, anything is conceivable after death. Reincarnation occurs in some universes, or heaven and hell exist in some as well. In some universes, after we pass away, we become zombies.
Oh, shit.
Right. Whereas in others, we just fucking pass away. We are gone. In some alternate universe, all of the aforementioned theories are plausible. We simply don't know what universe we reside in. Or perhaps it hasn't been determined yet. See, the predetermined thing, right? You might pass away in the cosmos or theory, whatever, that you actually believe in. According to the solipsism, got it again, that theory, your universe will come to an end when you die. Because anything's possible, right?
Anything can happen.
So think about that.
Come with me. And you'll see a world of my imagination.
But I mean, okay, so where do you stand on all this?
I just sang it.
Just that one?
Yeah.
You want to be Willy Wonka?
I
That's
do.
what it is?
I want to eat just candy all day long and just go crazy. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to hope that one of these is true. And by one of these, I mean everyone except the fact that, you just die. I don't want to be a fart in the wind.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very possible.
I mean, I could be gone with the wind.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, actually, I have.
What?
Yeah.
You've seen Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
All right, well, all right. You're making some moves up there.
Hey,
buddy.
thanks, man. I had to watch it when I was in English class because we had to do a philosophy thing on that. It was great.
Did you know that when he says at the very end of the movie where he says, "Frankly, my dear Scarlett, I don't give a damn." It's the first time a swear word was allowed in a movie.
Yeah.
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 And now, boys and girls, it's your favorite part of the show, the movie review. Which top 10 movies will make the cut today?
Ta-da. So we're going to be talking about the top 10 movies according to Ranker.com. Thank you, Ranker.com, for being there for us and your movies. We're going to be talking about the top 10 movies about death.
Oh, God.
But what I love, again, about Ranker is they show you the other lists they're on.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So number 10 is Ordinary People.
Oh.
With Donald Sutherland, Timothy Hutton, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh.
Weird. Actually directed by Robert Redford from 1980. Do you know who Donald Sutherland is?
No, but I know Mary Tyler Moore is in a song.
You don't know who Mary Tyler Moore is?
No. Isn't she?
She had her own TV show back in the mid-70s, I think.
That's always
And Donald Sutherland is actually Kiefer Sutherland's father. He's been, you don't know who Kiefer Sutherland is. Son of a bitch.
I don't know names, man. I told you. You're lucky I even know your name.
All right,
I
moving
forget.
on. Tormented by guilt following the death of his older brother, Buck, in a sailing accident, alienated teenager Conrad Jarrett, which is Timothy Hutton apparently in this movie, attempts suicide. Okay. Returning home following an extended stay in a psychiatric hospital, Conrad tries to deal with his mental anguish and also reconnect with his mother, who is Mary Tyler Moore, who has grown cold and angry, and his emotionally wounded father, Donald Sutherland, with the help of his psychiatrist, Dr. Berger, who is Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch.
You have no idea who that is to either of you.
Judd Hirsch?
Judd Hirsch. He was actually in a show called Taxi back in the day. And he was the dad of Jeff Goldblum in your Will Smith alien movie, Independence Day.
Oh, that guy?
Ah, there it is.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's hard to do. And I like this. I like doing the connecting thing with you.
That's good.
I got you. I'll figure it out for
That's
you.
crazy. I didn't realize that was Judd Hirsch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is number 64 of 94 of the very best Oscar-winning movies for Best Picture, and also number 26 of 121 of the best movies of 1980. So there you go. All right, number 9, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. I fucking forgot about this one.
Yeah?
How could I forget about that?
Oh, well.
I'm a turd.
You're old.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The stages of life are told through multiple sketches and songs by British comedy troupe, of course, Monty Python. We know who they are.
Yeah.
The 7 parts of life cover birth, growing up, war, middle age, organ transplants, old age, and, of course, death. Not all stages are singular. Part 1, The Miracle of Birth, is from the perspective of an ignored woman in labor and of a Roman Catholic couple with too many children. And Part 7, Death, encompasses a funeral and heaven. Added our 3 unrelated skits placed in the beginning, middle, and end. So yeah, they're all great.
Yeah.
So number 41 of, holy shit, of 887 of the best cult classic movies of all time.
Man, that's pretty high.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 79 of 305 of the funniest 80s movies. And number 123 of 1,123. So there's 1,000 movies below their asses
Damn.
of the absolute funniest movies of all time.
Damn.
It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah. Number 8, we actually discussed this in the episode. Meet Joe Black. That is with your boy, Brad Pitt. I don't really have a Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt doesn't really have a personification. He's just Brad Pitt. He's just average Joe.
Let me see. Tell me who I am. Fuck, I should never have married Angelina Jolie. Who am I? Thank you. There you go. All right. So, of course, this is Meet Joe Black, and we talked about it. He comes back. Basically, it's the Grim Reaper wanting to take some time off and see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, number 271 of 321 of movies with the best soundtracks. Number 49 of 51 of romantic movies your girlfriend forces you to watch.
Oh, damn.
Number 110 of 277 of the top tearjerker movies that make men cry. I did not cry when I watched that. Sorry about your luck.
Aw.
It's a good movie, though. It's cool. It's not like Benjamin Button's.
Never seen that.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Basically, he like starts off old.
Yeah. I
And
know
he
the
goes backwards.
theory behind the Benjamin, because it's
pretty
called
cool.
Benjamin Button's disease.
Yeah.
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 Ugh. Number 7, Flatliners. That's right. The original, not that piece of shit remake.
Have you seen the remake?
Yes.
It's not that good.
No.
Oh.
With Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, and a ton more people. Obviously, this is from 1990. It was directed by Joel Schumacher. We've talked about this numerous times.
Yeah.
Seeking answers about the afterlife, Chicago medical student Nelson persuades the fellow pupils to help him end his own life and then resuscitate him in the nick of time. Atheist David, Playboy Joe, and troubled Rachel also journeying into the unknown, looking for meaning in their own lives. As the experiment becomes more perilous, each is forced and contend with the paranormal consequences of trespassing on the other side. They start getting shit, and it gets real weird because, like, you died, and all of a sudden it's like something came back with you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Super cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Number 7 of the best horror movies about evil experiments.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What's number 1 on that list? Hold on. I got to see
Oh,
this.
the what is it? The Fly, right?
Oh, that's a good one. Do you think that's what it is?
I think that's number 1, yeah. Is The Fly.
Number 1? The Fly!
Hey!
What?
It's like a fucking amazing movie.
Wait, just the fact that you pulled that out. Holy shit. Good for you.
I'm smart every once in a while.
Number 4 of 42 of the best horror movies about evil doctors and surgeons. Number 190 of 496 of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. And it is pretty amazing. You guys know this one.
Y'all.
Number 6, The Lovely Bones
Oh.
from 2009 with Mark Wahlberg. Wait, Marky Mark?
DJ Maki Ma.
Marky Mark, I'm in this? I didn't know this. I'm in this movie as well. I'm going to do this. With Rachel Weisz, Susan Sarandon. I've never even heard of this.
I've heard of The Lovely Bones. I think that's off a book. It's like a series.
Well, let me tell you. It's directed by Peter Jackson.
Oh, nice. That's the guy who fucked up the fucking movies that I like.
After being brutally murdered, 14-year-old Susie Salmon watches from heaven over her grief-stricken family and her killer. As she observes their daily lives, she must balance her thirst for revenge with her desire for her family to heal. So she's dead, and she's like watching over him and the guy that died, or the guy that killed her. It's kind of fucked up. I might have to watch that, to be honest.
I mean, it's got Mikey Mike in
I
it.
mean, he's got Marky Mark the entire time. He's like, all I want to do, I want to help her out. It's my daughter. Number 156 of 388 of the best movies based on books. Number 17 of 181 of the most utterly depressing movies ever made. Number 8 of 29 of powerful movies about sick and dying children. Yikes. Don't like that list, but I do want to see the most depressing movies ever made. What is?
Yeah, I do want to
what do we think number 1 is on this?
Oh, man. Probably.
I think we've talked about this one before because, number 3 on this list is The Green Mile.
Okay.
You never seen it, have you?
No.
God.
I don't like sad movies. Fuck off.
Number 2, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I've
Yeah,
never seen that
I've
one.
never
And
seen
number
that.
1, Schindler's List. Yeah.
I've never seen Schindler's List. Not that good?
No, it's good.
Oh.
But like in a bad way.
Oh.
It's super bad. It's about the Holocaust. It's yeah, real.
So is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
It's got Liam Neeson, I believe, is in it. I think that's, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Are these tricks explicitly for kids?
I will find you, and I will kill you. Number 5, love this movie so much. What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams. And your boy Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
So let's see here. If you guys don't know about this movie, first of all, you suck. After Chris Nielsen dies in a car accident, he is guided through the afterlife by his spirit guide, Albert, who is Cuba Gooding. His new world is beautiful and can be whatever Chris imagines. Remember, we were talking about before about dreams and you can whatever. Even his children are there, but when his wife, Annie, commits suicide and is sent to hell, Chris ignores Albert's warnings and journeys there to save her.
Oh, shit.
Upon arrival, Chris finds that rescuing Annie will be more difficult than he'd imagined. It's a beautifully done movie. Like the cinematography, and oh my God, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling.
It's gorgeous.
Number 152, 271 of the best movies for women. They don't appreciate that list. Number 384 of 552 of the greatest epic movies ever made. Oh, gotta see what that is. And number 4 of 38 of great movies about the death of a spouse. Oh, I have great movies about the death. I don't even like the way that's worded.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Number 1 of the greatest epic movies ever made. Oh. All right, we're gonna start with number 3.
Okay.
What do you think?
Number 3?
Yeah. Top 3.
Obviously, Hudson Hawk.
Huh?
Hudson Hawk.
I wish. Hudson Hawk's so good. No.
Number 3, probably gonna be like some fucking sappy shit, like fucking Titanic or some bullshit.
The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Number 2?
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Nope, it's Return of the King.
Number 1 is the
Number 1, all right, what is it?
It's The Fellowship of the Ring.
No, it's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost
You're a
Ark.
fucktard.
No.
Are you serious? How did number 1 not make this?
I don't know. It's probably number 4. Hold on, let me look. No, Shawshank's number 4, then The Godfather.
Number 1 was...
Then the Fellowship of the Ring. That is hilarious. That made my whole night. That made my entire night. Number 4, The Seventh Seal. I don't.
That's with Johnny Depp, isn't it?
No. It's I believe this is the movie we were actually talking about in the episode because it's Max von Sydow, 1957.
Yeah.
Directed by Ingmar Bergman. We talked about this. Is where they're playing chess with each other.
I thought it was the one with... What was the one that I was thinking of with Johnny Depp?
I don't know. Number 3, Beetlejuice, baby. Yes. Hold on, you get that. I love this damn movie.
Beetlejuice.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not going to even read the synopsis of it because you don't know what Beetlejuice is, and you should take your hand and smack yourself in the face as hard as possible. In fact, take whoever's sitting next to you and take their hand and smack yourself directly on the other side of your face with their hand.
All while saying, it's showtime.
Right. That's right. And then just look at him and go, we've come for your daughter, Chuck.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Love it. Number 18 of 512 of the greatest movies of the 80s.
Damn.
Number 5 of 933 of the all-time greatest comedy films. Damn.
Number 1 is definitely Tropic Thunder.
Of the all-time greatest comedy film. Do you want to look?
Fuck yeah, dude.
We can look. I know it's going a little bit longer, but whatever. Oh, of course it is. Number 3. Okay. My Cousin Vinny. Got Joe Pesci in it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a good Joe Pesci one. I gotta work on it. I don't feel like it's higher. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's what the fuck you mean? Well, I mean, all we gotta do is here.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
There you go. That's all we know is how it was. Now go. I gotta work on it. Anyway, number 2, Uncle Buck, which is great. John Candy.
Uncle Buck.
What? Where the uncle comes in and it's just a bunch of bullshit that happens. It's amazing. It's amazing. But number 1 on this list for all-time greatest comedy films, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You four-flushing, no-life, snake-licking, dirty, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, snake-dick, dirt-dick, lemon, sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah. And holy shit.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Fucking love that movie.
Wow.
You're welcome.
You guys heard that, right? Like, Logan actually got the entire thing. By the way, you guys should be drunk as shit because we've been doing a lot of movie references
I don't
today.
know how to appear anymore.
Yeah. Number 2, The Bucket List. Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. Obviously,
it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I thought it was cool.
It's a good movie.
I like their chemistry together.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It's actually directed by Rob Reiner.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know who Rob Reiner is?
No, but
I didn't think so.
familiar.
Yeah, well, he's a director.
Obviously. I would hope so.
He's done a ton of movies, like big movies, like shit. Oh my God, he's done. I mean, if you look it up, he's done like a bunch of Tom Hanks stuff, like the You Got Mail and When Harry Met Sally and all those and stuff. But Funny thing about Rob Reiner, if you guys did not know this, he was actually Meathead, who was the son-in-law in All in the Family, the 1970s show back in the day, where it actually had the white guy, Archie Bunker. Oh, Archie! Archie Bunker. He was super racist.
Oh, yeah.
They never get away with it now.
Nope.
But yeah, Rob Reiner actually started in that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And now you know. All right, and number 1.
Uh-oh.
I need a drum roll. It's The Sixth Sense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Never seen it, but it's a good one.
Motherfucker. Have you not seen that one either?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. Wait, hold on. It's really good when you don't know what happens.
That's the one that Brucey Willis is the ghost or whatever?
Aww. You told everybody.
I've never seen the movie. How am I supposed to know that?
It's from 1999. Fuck you. I haven't seen it. So, of course, yeah, this is basically, young Cole Sear, Haley Joel Osment, is haunted by a dark secret. He is visited by ghosts. I see white people. Cole is frightened by visitations from those who, with unresolved problems, basically ghosts who appear from the shadows. He is too afraid to tell anyone about the anguish except child psychologist Dr. Malcolm Crowe, a.k.a. Bruce Willis. As Dr. Crowe tries to uncover the truth about Cole's supernatural abilities, because he can see fucking ghosts and talk to them, the consequences for client and therapist are a jolt that awakens them both to something unexplainable. He's dead.
Dun, dun,
That's what it is. It's a great movie, especially because I didn't know. When I went to go see the movie, I had no idea. I literally avoid any kind of spoilers for things I actually want to see.
Same. I tried to.
And sorry if you guys listen to this show and you're like, fuck.
It's on my bucket list.
I won't ever do it for like newer movies, okay? Seriously.
Yeah.
But like older movies that have been around forever, like that's on you
Right.
at that point. That's your fault.
For sure.
So list for this one is number 12 of 50 of the 50 highest grossing 90s movies ranked. What do you think the number 1 highest grossing movie of the 90s is?
Of the 90s?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got this.
Holy shit.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Take a guess.
$278 million.
$914 million.
Jesus fucking Mary and Joseph.
It made almost $1 billion, dude.
In the 90s.
Oh, boy. And that's why they keep fucking putting them out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Everybody loved that.
What do you think number 2 is of the 90s? Highest rated or number? Movies.
It was at
highest grossing.
It was out at the same time as Jurassic Park. I know that. Like they were both in theaters together. I swear. Fuck. What is it?
Well, that's not it. But it's The Lion King.
No shit.
No, I just can't wait to be king and make all that money, motherfucker. Box office $783 million, almost 784.
And Timon and Pumbaa is what made that movie, man.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
And Rafiki.
Yeah. Number 3 from the 90s, Home Alone, at almost $500 million.
Damn.
Number 4. Oh, wait. This can't be right. Hold on. I'm obviously reading this incorrectly here. Oh, so these are rated, but they're not the most. So that's not the most. These are the most highest grossing, but then people rated the movies.
Oh.
So the number 1, if I'm not mistaken here, is fucking Titanic.
It's the highest grossing film of all time?
Of the 90s.
Of the 90s.
If at least. It might. Yeah. Didn't something beat it recently?
Yeah.
It was a Marvel movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Infinity War.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
But it. Hold on. Let me go back to it. $1,843,201,268.
I wish you guys could see my eyes roll.
And you've never seen that either, have you?
No, I'm not going to watch a 3-hour fucking sad
good.
movie.
It's good. It's all right.
Yeah.
Freaking Terminator 2 did 519.
Good.
Independence Day did 817 million.
Fuck yeah, it did.
Saving Ryan's Privates did 481 million.
Me.
Forrest Gump did 677 million.
Jenny, I made a lot of money.
Look what I did. I don't have any of it because they fucked me, but
That's a good impersonation.
yeah. So let's see. The Sixth Sense. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
This is Doubtfire.
Of course.
Pretty Woman.
Oh, good movie.
Toy Story. The Fugitive.
Nice, good, another good
The
movie.
Mummy.
Fugitive, that's the one with the dude from Men in Black and
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones
Correct.
and
Han
Wesley
Solo.
Snipes.
No, what? No, The Fugitive.
That's the Marshal I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fugitive was Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Jesus, we're going through all these damn movies. And
I like
We're
movies.
going on a little journey with all that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's episode. Yeah, a little weird. Hopefully, it made you think. You know, like
That last part definitely fucked
If you
me.
don't think about death or dying or whatever, then are you really human?
Are you really living if you
Yeah.
don't think about death?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
kind
like,
of-
don't let it overwhelm your life, you know what I mean? Because it's inevitable. Do everything you can to avoid those things, but in the same sense, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and do something you hate
Right.
because you feel like it's going to extend your life, because what kind of life is that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're in prison. If you're listening to this in prison, guess what? Don't pick up the soap. Anyway. Just kidding. I don't think they can listen to podcasts there. They might.
They actually can.
Can they?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
As long as they're not in the maximum, like an ultra security clearance.
Wait, so they can literally be...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my dear God, please listen. If we don't have any
Locked
listeners,
up folk?
Yeah, listeners in jail or prison.
Or if we do,
No. If we don't,
Mm-hmm.
it's your job, passengers, to get us those. Somebody has to know somebody, right?
be a pen pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be a pen pal with somebody. I would love to be, as long as you didn't do something fucking like fucked up, man. Like
9
seriously.
times out of 10, most of those guys.
Yeah. If you're like you diddling kids or raping
No.
and shit like that, you're fuck yourself.
But rhyming and stealing, you know.
Fuck your life. Yeah, but I mean, if you did something stupid and you're like, fuck, man, I fucked up. I got caught. You know, I was selling drugs or I fucking stabbed somebody in the heat of fucking the moment or whatever, or whatever the case may be. I want to know.
A lot of lifers are the ones that have those privileges.
Listening to.
Podcasts.
Oh, well, then they definitely want to talk to us.
Yeah.
Unless you're, dude, don't be no pedo, because I'm not talking to you.
We don't like no chomo.
That's right. Yeah. So listen, we hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I was really excited about this episode, and it turned out way cooler than I thought it would be. Great job for you.
If you think this is a good episode, wait until you come back for The Brain, Part 1.
Oh boy, that's
Part
gonna be-
2 is going to be sucky because every sequel sucks, but
Part 1 is going to be amazing.
Terminator 2 was awesome. Don't tell me you've never seen Terminator 2.
yeah, I've seen Terminator 2.
Okay,
Yeah, I've seen all the Terminators.
You were giving
Well,
that fucking look.
I've seen Terminator 1 once. I've seen Terminator 2 a few times, and I've seen Terminator 3 probably more times than I have birthdays because it's my favorite one.
Okay, but then so was let's see,
Shrek.
Shrek 2 was good.
Yeah, it was.
Shrek 2 was good.
Fucking amazing. I need a hero.
Right. Empire was great.
What?
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
You've never seen it, have you?
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Yes, I have. I've seen every Star Wars movie more times than I've talked to you. Okay.
Okay, I'm proud.
Yeah.
So anyway, final thoughts before we get out of here. Long ass episode. Jesus Christ.
The longer they are, the better they are.
I want to know what you, if you're still with us, what you think. Like, what do you think? Especially after talking what we're talking about here. You're like, yeah, Grim Reaper, and of course we translate it over into like death and what certain beliefs are with death and stuff. But what do you guys think? Do you think that any of those make sense? Do you think something else? Are you religious? Are you like my grandmother, who full-heartedly believes I'm going to a greater place? If you are, I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
And
right?
if you have spare tickets for a couple other people.
Yeah, is that train going like the room?
Right,
Is the
like,
room,
you got
the
enough to
room
see?
for the rest of it?
How much it costs? Bump me up to first class.
So listen, in the meantime, make sure to stop over to our official website, themidnighttrainpodcast.com. And over there, you can get yourself some really sweet, super sweet merchandise at our store. Make sure you just go up there and click on the store or shop or whatever the hell it's called now. I don't even know. I change it all the damn time. I don't know.
Buy now.
Yeah. But there's so many cool shirts up there. Like recently we just did the chill shirt with our that I was gonna say our boy, but I'm not doing
You
that.
said that the last time. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Richard Kuklinski, aka the Iceman. We have a shirt up there with him. We also have the Duke of Fingerbum shirt.
Yeah.
The Don't Be a DeSalvo shirt. The Jersey Raccoon shirt. I mean, so much cool shit. Get over there and get you some swag.
do it.
Right?
Do it.
And also make sure you get yourself some soap.
Oh.
Guess what I got in today?
Oh shit! You got that? You got that good?
I got the new Star Wars one.
Oh.
But I'm not going to use it, just like this one.
Well, what's in the new Star Wars one?
I'm collecting. It's totally different than this one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's four new fragrances.
Oh.
And if you want to get some of that cool shit like
Fuck
that,
yeah! I want to smell like a Wookiee.
get 20% off your first subscription. Just going over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com. Click on sponsors, hit that banner, and get yourself the code and get yourself some best damn soap.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Because I love Dr. Squatch.
Y'all.
Except the only thing I don't like about Dr. Squatch, and I'm going to say this right now,
Oh shit.
is that my best friend Bill doesn't like it.
Man. Well, because this is balls itch, right?
It made his balls itch. Yeah.
I mean, you just got to scrub harder.
Yeah.
Go play with yourself, you know?
Hey, Bill, we're talking about your balls right now.
I know.
How's that feel?
On the air.
Yeah.
You like them
On-
apples.
On the show.
You like them apples.
That means people in all kinds of countries are now hearing about your balls.
And how they itch.
That's what you get for not liking Dr. Squatch. Oh, it's amazing having that power, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I feel a little...
yeah, I'm getting tingly right now.
Well, do your balls itch too?
So listen, if you like what you heard from us, and God, we hope you did, consider being a producer of the show by heading over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com and clicking on the Patreon button, or go over to the Patreon via Patreon, patreon.com/accidental dads. And yeah, you can sign up for just $5 a month. Actually, you can sign up for $1 a month.
Do it.
Okay, you can literally throw us $1 a month, and it just because you're like, fuck it, here's $1.
Yeah.
Now you don't get the bonuses for that,
But you just love us.
but you know, if you want to help out or whatever, you can totally do that because you know we're trying to get Logan a new surgery.
Yes. I need it, man.
You need more beer.
I need a bigger gullet for more beer.
No, but we're actually going to be setting up a new studio coming up. I'm very excited to announce that.
So excited.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. And you guys are going to be helping out with that. So thank you for doing that. We're going to sound better. We're going to look better. Yes,
is
finally.
that a wink there?
That's a wink, as in, hopefully we'll get our fucking video game going here.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes.
don't mean like we're getting a video game. I want a video game.
Dude, we should totally do it.
The Midnight Train video game.
No, I mean, yeah, that'd be badass. I had fucking, like, you know, Bigfoot chasing us the whole fucking time while we're on a train. Going,
Somebody has to make that happen.
choo, motherfucker.
Somebody, please make that happen. Anyway, you can get all kinds of cool stuff as well when you become a Patreon member, like custom shirts, custom posters, stickers, plethora of bonus stuff. And if you hit that $10 mark, I got something really cool that is going out specifically for you. It's a perk just for you, and there's going to be so much more for anybody else that's doing that. And it just shows our appreciation because you guys are just, it's unreal. And
so good.
And you guys, yeah, you deserve it, and we want you to know how much you mean to us
Yeah.
for doing what you do.
We love to kiss you, but, you know, unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that through the microphone.
How was that?
That's all, folks.
So listen, again, if you're a diehard Midnight Train fan, or if you just want to help out, our Patreon's for you. Just get on over there and do that. And again, you don't have to. And we, especially, you know, I know that times are tough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Please don't feel bad at all. And I know that some people have had to, you know, stop their Patreon or whatever, and I hope you still listen because that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
Okay? Literally, that's all that matters. I just want you guys to be here because we're here. You're family to us. And if you got to take a break, take a break. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Handle your business.
But we
Right?
always be here for you.
That's right. We ain't going nowhere.
Hell no, we ain't.
We're going to be here for probably way too long, to be honest with you.
Probably.
So anyway, do us a favor, though. If you can, share the train with everyone. I've been seeing some charts. What was the one that I mentioned yesterday?
Oh, man.
What? I don't even know. And
It was like the with a lot of words in it.
hold on. I'm going to look this up real fast. It's the end of the damn show. Nobody's listening anyway.
Except for all the good people.
Okay, if anybody out there
Yeah.
lives in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, okay, we have just hit their charts, and I don't know where that is. So I would love to know where. Talk to us.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're at. What are you doing? Because
Pictures.
we're also on Nigeria now,
nice,
which
nice.
is awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably because of
Creepy Uganda.
yeah.
Oh.
We're back up on the charts in Australia. Hey,
Australia.
you Aussie bastards! I'm so excited. And back up on the charts with Great Britain as well.
Nice.
Canada, you guys are doing awesome. South Korea, thank you so much for you and everything you do. And U.S., listen, you guys got to step it the fuck up, man. Like, seriously. When we're, like, South Korea is, I mean, they're kind of killing it right now. Like, for real.
They love us.
Yeah, Australia?
Yeah.
Like, we're doing great over there.
I just have to just move over there. I mean, since, the U.S. doesn't really care.
No.
Oh, yeah, in Australia? You don't want to go there? Where 99% of everything wants to kill you?
Correct.
Everything?
I'll make a deal.
Okay.
How about this, Australia? You get us to number 1. Okay? Number 1 in Australia. And maybe we'll come visit.
By we, he means me. He's going to set my ass out there.
Maybe Logan will come visit. And with a picture of me.
Yes. This is my dad. He doesn't
It's a long-ass flight, man.
Yeah,
it's
it is
a long flight. I would
flight.
seriously, I know I talk a lot of shit or whatever, but, because you guys know. You know that's why we're on your charts right now, because you guys know that everything fucking there is trying to kill you.
Yeah. So you have to listen to us to make your lives a little better.
Right. Speaking of which, I've actually got something quite awesome I want to play for you.
Ooh.
All right, it's loading up right now. We actually got from one of our Australian listeners, Mr. Chris. And, we'll say Chris. I don't want to put his whole shit out there. But he's an Australian listener, and he sent something over to us, and basically, and it was pretty short message. It just says, "G'day again, fellas. So my little man is about to hit 8 months old. It's 9:20 p.m. and he's currently in his cot. Thoughts?" And then he sent an audio message, and this is what it was. Okay, the music in the background.
Yeah,
I don't know if
makes
that's
it even worse.
I don't know if that's like a mobile or whatever they're called. I don't know if that's what it is or what. But holy shit.
There's demons in that baby.
There's something going on with that little one.
That baby needs to be exorcised.
Either A, take him to a church or something and have him exercise, or just get that child ready to become like the greatest metal singer of all time. One of those two things, that's what you have to do with that little baby. That is insane.
That is the face of baby metal now.
Yeah, he sent that over, and my only response was Holy Rosemary's Baby, Batman. Like, I heard that, and I was like, but to me, okay, the creepy part is the music, right?
100%.
But then all of a sudden, when the baby gets like super happy,
He starts giggling.
That whole thing, I'm like, oh, you demon child. Like, what is going on? I'm not talking shit about your kid, man. I'm just saying that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god!
Could you imagine waking up to that in the middle of the night?
No.
Fuck that.
Nope. And I feel bad for you, dude.
Because that's probably what happened.
So not only is 99% of everything in Australia trying to kill you, so is your child. Okay.
While laughing.
Exactly. Like taking a piss on you. Oh man, it is insane.
Crikey, mate.
I just had to say that.
That's fucking
and
crazy.
So do me a favor real fast though.
Yeah.
You had a joke.
Oh god.
And then we'll go into we'll get out of here quick. Okay.
Did you guys know that 5 out of 6 scientists say that Russian roulette is safe?
It's amazing. So amazing. So listen, we want to thank you guys so much for listening, hanging out with us again, allowing us to tell the story of the Grim Reaper and the whole ideas of death and what the hell happens.
Yeah, it's
And we're going to dive further in that because I definitely want to do a reincarnation episode.
Reincarnation.
Like go deep into it and talk about the people that believe they have and have actually
Possibly have gone
there's
through
there's some proof there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't thank you all enough for the love and support. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, thank you to you fearless executive producer, Patreon pooper, beautiful motherfucking some bitchin' goddamn to Tomislav Sobota, Amanda Denz, Chris Lucas, Zachary Danielson, Joseph Aramo, Margaret Dempsey, Kelly Ryan, Nathan Diekman, Stacy Lukonen, Nicholas Cooper, Caitlin McKinney, Trent Scott, Spencer Dunlap, Jacob Cook, Maggie Brothers, Miles Campbell, Brian Gunzelman, Colleen Cox, Pumpkin Escobar, Mac Doherty, Turner Cox, Sydney Sayer, Gina, damn it! I'm so sorry, Gina. Gina Madison, Janet Sherrill, Chad Flint, Chris McLeod, Justin Kowalczyk. Justin, let me know about that whole Four Horsemen thing because I feel like I fucked it up. I got two. I know I got two out of it.
You got 2 for sure.
I think it might have been. I don't remember. Anyway, Rob Webb from the Fun Box. Get over there and check them out. Christina Skelton and Jessica Bartolome from the Sisters Skeleton podcast. And we love you girls over there. Yeah. It's like Mike and Mike. That's me. Because that's where I'm from. I'm from that area. Actually, he's from Boston. It's totally different, but whatever.
Yeah.
Maria Gibbs to Chainsaw.
What the fuck?
Jigsaw, Rick Resler, Courtney Batchelor, Kate T. Brabenick, and of course, the one with the itchy balls himself, Bill Birch.
That's great.
Spread the word, and if you want your name to be mentioned on the show and for us to be forever grateful, become a Patreon producer because you guys are amazing, and hopefully you guys don't think we suck too bad because we try. We do our thing. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We actually had a skit we had planned for this show, but time just did not allow us to do that. But we're going to get back into that. We're going to start doing some more of those funny little weird-ass things.
Hell,
you know what I mean? And like I said, moving into the new studio.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun. We're going to actually be kind of like building it from the ground up, I guess you'd say.
Oh.
Well, it's a room in my house that we're turning into an actual studio, I guess.
So
we're converting.
we're walking in.
Converting. We're walking in
We're walking into the room.
and then fucking shit up.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, stay safe out there, you beautiful sons of bitches. And when I say that, I mean it. Stay safe. You know what I mean?
Always.
Right. And, as always,
Choo-choo, motherfucker!
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.